Hello everyone. Yeah, it's been a while, but I reckon it's time for some more breathing. So let's go. Bringing you some stillness from the magic hammock. In the comments, I would love to hear what brings you peace. How do you get centered in your heart? For me, it's really simple. Just takes a few deep breaths. I remember that inner peace, that point of stillness, it's always there. Whether I'm choosing to remember that and to stay, or whether I'm spun out, jumping over, sinking in to the feelings, or trying to ride on top of them, or crush them, or get away from them. I'd love to hear from you. What are your methods of staying and marshalling that will to really expand your heart and stay centered and calm? Even if you don't think you have them, I bet if you did stay here and get still and be with your heart, with your knowing, you would remember all the ways that you do that you find to soften, to calm, to sink in, to stop imagining what should be, what could be, what you wish for, what you wish you were like, or it felt like, or what you wish the world felt like, or others felt like. And just be with what is. That's my practice right now, is I'm just breathing. I'm letting go of what I want the world to be, and allowing myself to feel the pain of all the feelings I avoided when I was trying to live a fairy tale life. As I embrace the real, and as I choose love and to fill myself with love, as I choose to remember how valuable and worthy I am, and how important it is to bring my own love to myself and my value, how I want to be a person who respects herself, because that's how I'm a respectable person. Learning about respect and love, how I want to be loved, right? Until the time when I just love myself and I don't need proof of that. I don't need validation for loving myself. And that takes the pressure off. And that is an environment where I can let go of all of my past reasons to run the pleaser programming and all of that running around trying to make everybody else happy, and to get my self-esteem and value from what I thought was loving others. It's so cool to breathe, to be here now, to exercise my choice, to change my mind, and flip it. So I no longer want the wish life. I really want the real life. The life that is the truth of who I am and what I am choosing and what I have chosen, because that puts me right in the perfect place to be able to empower myself, to be able to do something about it, to keep on growing, to keep learning, to keep housing peace, to being the kind of woman, the kind of person that is an asset to the planet. Because I want to leave this day and this day in the life of my soul, this life, having grounded a big planet load full of love. I want to ground and express the love that I came here to give. That's cool, because when I was trying to fulfill the fairy tale life, first of all, that was a mess. I kept making choices that were degrading, and degrading at a soul level, and not good for me and not good for anyone else. So, well, maybe they were really good for other people sometimes, but not in the end, because we are all connected. So what's good for me, honestly, as a soul, and for my evolution in my eternal well-being, is good for everyone. So I'm just flipping it so that my self-respect and self-love and acknowledging my value, not overinflating my value, because I'm just a little cell in the universe's body, you know, I'm a little cell in the earth's body. I'm not that big a deal. You know, taking myself too seriously, or taking things personally, or being a big ego, thinking I'm the center of the universe, isn't really a good look for someone who says that they're about love and about service. Because service is altruistic. It's motivated by love, and I just love loving. So that's what I choose. And as I fill myself with love, everything that isn't love knocks on the door, says, "Coming home," or it comes up from within. All the fear, all the choices that were not love that I put out there in my life and other lives, I'm responsible to bring them into harmony, to raise them into a frequency of unconditional love and above. Highest divine will to be my will. And today, that's what it's all about, is take a breath in, breathe in the air, breathe life in, and breathing in all those choices that are coming home to be loved and to be accepted exactly for what they were. And some of them were diabolical, really, honestly, stupid choices. Choices that degraded my soul and probably contributed to degrading other souls. That's not a good look for someone who was born knowing I want to love and I just want to serve and I just want to be a part of the solution on this planet. And I knew that from the beginning. And I tripped up. I fell into a lot of pitfalls. And so I have a lot of wisdom of hindsight to share. And I think that the earliest memory of sparkly-eyed little girl wanting to live that fairy tale with the prince and, knight in shining armor stuff, with the wanting to be the heroine or the hero on the hero's path, wanting to find that holy grail all along, the earliest memories would have to be from infancy. I remember infancy in this life. I remember a lot of things. I remember the womb, actually. I've had a lot of meditations and regressions, and I know. And there's some really cool research with, is it Thomas Varney? Really great old research about the pre and perinatal psychology. They've done a lot of hypnosis regressions and pretty incredible stories of people sitting next to their moms in adulthood and asking their mothers, being regressed, and the person's describing the whole scene when their mom told their dad that she was pregnant, and what the mother was wearing, where she was sitting in the house, what house it was, where they were, what the father came in and said, what happened. They've described the entire scene. They know exactly what happened. And it's just physics. Well, it could be just the consciousness that was there, the genetics that were there. Because it's not necessarily does the soul come into the body before the birth. I certainly have memories, and I know what was going on, at least energetically, with my mom and with the pregnancy and with when I was quite little. And I remember just wanting to come in and love everyone and love them so much that they would remember who they were and know how great they were, and then they'd be able to love me that way and see me that way, so there was a lot of this very high blissy love and light and brightness that I came in with, and wanting so desperately to love them and not cause any harm. So that set me up for the whole pleaser thing and lots of fairy tales. That was a great journey of learning, and I'd love to share more about that. But in the meantime, let's just breathe and know that letting go of the fairy tales is really worth doing, because you get to experience what's real, and what's real is the presence and the healing and the authenticity of knowing thyself. And as we know, probably all the wisdom in the world boils down to knowing thyself in truth, really knowing thyself. That's where the masters and the gurus point to in all of us who are on the path. Deep breath in, know myself, because that helps me stay here now, be right here now. And big breath out, letting go of it all, so that I can be here now. When we exhale, it makes space for the next inhalation. When we let go of everything, it makes space for the new life to land. So come on with me and come and bring your breath. Let's bring in the new, because boy, we've been around and around again with this old stuff, and we've learned so much. When is enough enough? I've had enough. I'm ready for something completely new on planet Earth. How about inner peace and harmony, so that every step and every breath I take, I'm taking life in, accepting, breathing, loving that stuff that's coming home to be processed. It's just coming home to be felt and loved. It's like when I love and respect and value myself, everything I need is right here. And all the love I need is right here too. So I'm not caught in that desperation or neediness to please others, to make sure that everything I'm doing is okay with everyone else. I just have to make sure it's okay with me and Source, me and my highest best. And I have to make sure that it's honoring the knowing and the wisdom that I've gained through all these mistakes. And if whatever I'm feeling and however I'm being in my environmental body, however I'm expressing, is not in alignment with that, then I've got some work to do. What's important is that I fit all of the love that I can fit and soak into this day, into this day. Let's soak this day with all of our love. We know how to do that because it's a choice. I invite all of us to soak this day and this planet with as much love as we can fathom. Use your imagination. How big is your love? How big can you make your love? Bigger than the planet? Big as the ocean? Big as the galaxy? Sky upon sky upon sky. Let's bring the love, guys. The power of our love is such an untapped force. It's, like Harry Potter, the mother's love is the most powerful thing. It certainly is. Our love for ourselves and our parenting of ourselves can truly make incredible progress happen. Our love, exactly as it is right now, is enough. So let's have a look up into the tree. I'm going to lay back and breathe and show you our sky. Yeah. Let's fill this world with love.